AJ, how much of a motivation improved here when you didn't get a combine invite?
It was a big motivation. You know, growing up, since I was 7 years old, me and my dad would watch the combine every year and just talk about like NFL dreams and that. And I always thought that was like a big part of, living this dream. But obviously, God said that this is the path I got to take. And, I was able to show out today. And yeah, that was a huge motivating factor for me just to see like all those guys compete. I'm a competitor before anything else, and I was just going out to beat the best time at the combine.
How do you feel about your numbers?
I don't really know any of the official numbers yet, so I thought I did well though today. Everything felt solid. I felt smooth on everything. I thought I really showed out and showed these NFL scouts who I was. So.
Yeah, speaking of just not going to the combine and seeing a guy like Jason Pinnock walking around, he didn't go to the combine, got drafted. I mean, is that a motivating factor?
Of course. I mean, like I've always said, Pitt has always had a rich history in putting NFL DBs or DBs in the NFL, and, they stick. Dane Jackson just got a contract extension with the Panthers, and I played with all these guys. So I try and emulate a lot of things that they've done because they were successful. They were able to make it work. So seeing him out here and having him watch us compete was, big.
Given that lineage, does that help in some respects with what scouts are talking to you about and with respect to your game?
Yeah, of course. I think that, because we have such a rich history, we have a certain skill set that Coach Narduzzi's defense, translates well to the NFL. So, we're bred to be fast, physical corners that, have no problem playing press man with whoever. So by the time when we get to the league, that those skills translate. We're not afraid to get in anybody's face and press. So,
Do you think there's a certain amount of mental toughness maybe that having to be a corner on an island in this defense that maybe NFL scouts maybe give you like a bonus point for?
I mean, absolutely. I think for just our own sake, having that mental toughness to shoot. In a 60-play game on defense, we're probably playing press over half of that. So, we have to get comfortable being uncomfortable and being by ourselves out there. And I think the more we can win our one-on-ones when it comes time to be in the NFL, you have more help with leverage and coverages. So we're just ready for that transition just because of the environment that we have to play in every week.
Listening to you talk just now, it sounds to me like your stress level today wasn't all that high.
No, this is something that is exciting. It's always been a dream of mine to compete and, have the opportunity to play in the NFL, and this was an opportunity to. Oh, y'all all right? Yeah, where was I?
You were talking about you didn't have any stress today.
No, yeah. It's just always been a dream of mine to come out here and compete for an opportunity to get drafted or be on an NFL roster. And, I've repped so many of these drills so many times throughout my career here that, you just have to attack it like it's any other day. You put in 10,000 hours, you're going to be good at what you do. So,
AJ, did you get a sense as you're going through drills, like some heads were turning, like you were doing what you needed to do and impressing some people?
I tried to, when I was training down in Fort Myers, Florida with the great guys at X3, they told me to attack today, like be like a machine, not get too high, not get too low on your numbers, because it's easy for guys to, not hit a number that they want to and spiral down and the rest of their day is ruined, or hit a number that they really want to and then the rest of the day doesn't even matter to them. So I tried to attack it like a machine and just do all my technique right and just go out there and take everything as it was. With the 40, I did hear some like oohs, ahs, but I tried to keep it even as much as possible so I could be ready for the next drill.
Yeah, that second 40, I think it was around the 4.3 range. I mean, what was your best in training?
Yeah, when I was down there in Fort Myers, my best was 4.27. So, I was hoping I could come out here and, replicate that, but, sometimes you just can't on a given day. But I thought I put up a pretty solid day altogether.
How much have you and MJ been able to feed off of each other throughout this process?
A lot, all going through college since he's gotten here. me, MJ, and Quez have been like great sounding boards for each other. You know, we all have a select skill set that, you know, makes us individually good. And, you know, the more we try and replicate the little things in each of our games makes us more complete corners. So going through this process, being able to ask him, like, how was this meeting with this team? Or how are things going at the East-West when we were there together? You know, it was huge for me. And, you know, I just enjoy being able to compete with a guy that, you know, was in my room for 3-4 years now. And, you know, we know how each other plays, and we're able to hype each other up on any time we're out there. And some of y'all were able to see that at the East-West. You know, we have each other's backs, and, you know, MJ's a good friend of mine, and I hope him the best in his NFL career, because he will be there.
You talked to some NFL teams at the Shrine?
Yeah. I talked to, I mean, between the Hula and the Shrine, I talked to every single team, except for like 1 or 2, I think. So,
AJ, a team that takes a shot at AJ Woods, what are they going to get?
a fast, physical corner that, above all else, loves to play football, but is ready to compete and do whatever it takes to help the team win.
As you were preparing for today, did you reach out to any guys that you've played with that have been through this?
Not today, but, you know, throughout the week, me and Eric Hallett are really close, and Damari Mathis as well. So probably like 2-3 days ago, like, I talked to them, like, how was your process going through everything here? And they're just saying, like, you know, just it's another day. You're a great athlete that's going to do great things, so just don't overthink it. Just go out and do what you do best. So.
Will there be stress for you on draft day?
No. I think that I just want a shot, and I'll be happy if I get a shot. Obviously, I want to be drafted, but, you know, I don't want to be too high, too low. So, you know.